evening. It's Sunday night, and that means it's MRL night, Moose Racing League, and tonight, with me, Andy Ragequit, it's Tier 2, it's Round 3, and we are heading to Hungary to race around a rather delicious track that has very few opportunities for overtaking. However, there are some technical areas of the track which will allow people to make moves based on other people's mistakes. We've seen some glorious racing in the first two rounds of MRL in Tier 2 with our championship leader Andy. Back-to-back wins in that clearly overpowered Mercedes car. We have got 4.3 kilometers of racing, 2.738 miles, only 14 turns with 2 DRS zones, both very close next to each other. The first DRS zone on the straightaway there is the best opportunity that people have for overtaking into turn 1. Turn 2, there's not a great deal of overtaking to be had there in that first sector, in that second DRS zone. The rest of the track, essentially the drivers have just got to keep their heads, keep their cool, and make sure that they have enough in their locker to ensure that they stay close enough to have a go down that home straight. Here we go then. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's Tier 2 showtime for MRL on Sunday night, and it's Tier 2, and the Red Bull of Kermit Attacks gets a lightning start into P1. But can the traction of J-Joe make it back around into turn 2 and 3? J-Joe claims P1 back from Kermit. Don't know what's happening in the back of the field. We've got some places changing hands. But J-Joe claims P1 back off Kermit Attacks. Looks like we've got two McLarens very close to each other in Don't Blink and Atmos. We may well have had a yellow flag, and it's Moo Irons out in the gravel, it looks like.
Oh yeah, thanks, idiot. Thank you so much. Just cut me off. Like, that's... I'm sorry.
Welcome in then, everybody. Hope you're having a most magnificent start to your week. Fake Mano then. Fake Mano is next to City of R. That's close. Tiny little bit of contact perhaps. Might have compromised City of R as we come round. No, he's still got Fake Mano for company. Fake Mano goes down the inside and makes the move. They're still side by side. But Fake Mano gets through in the end, up into P5. J-Joe has checked out. He is 1.4 seconds down the road from Kermit Attacks. It's Andy in the Mercedes in P3 with MB Jacobson up to P4 in the Haas. Fake Mano, as we said, in P5. Yellow flags in Sector 2. We've got Gibbsy. Gibbsy's round in Sector 2. He's going to have to wait till all the cars have got past him. And don't blink in that McLaren. He's round as well, all the way down into P20 potentially. Yes, don't blink. The reserve driver for the McLaren team, who'd done so well in qualifying, all the way down to P20. Very close though now, having a little look his AK. Patience is the key in this part of the track. Moves taken in Sectors 2 and the back end of Sector 3 can be terminal. Here we go then, down the straight, beautiful camera angle, Maud. AK, Ketchen, Semtex. Are we going to see AK make a move? He dips to the inside. Is he going to make a move to the inside? He is. We've also got Ketchen and Semtex getting closer. And Maud gets a bit squirrely. That's going to allow Semtex and Ketchen perhaps to catch him. Too wide in Ketchen and Semtex. Got into turn 2. Can they keep it all the way through there to get into turn 3 and 4? I've got more than 120 friends in my friends list, therefore I can't catch anybody. Are we going to see a Haas making a move?
Don't let me get behind the AI. Oh, what a switchback. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a double overtake. Oh my gosh, dude. What a double overtake.
That might be a warning for Maud. As Moo Irons is closing in. And by the way, Ketchen and Don't Blink are so close. The Gibbsy Mobile isn't too far behind either. I think we'll stay on board as we go around the final corner. Let's see if anybody can make a move. Looks like good traction from Irons. DRS wide open. He's going to make a move on that inside. Is he? Yes, he is. Gets the job done. Oh, it's JB. What's happened with JB? Is it he had a mistake? JB is not on the track, sir. Don't come out yet, JB. Right, now you can come out. Yes, that is a big error from JB. That's going to cost him. He's got 3 seconds to his name, and he's going to have tyres hotter than the surface of the sun. We don't have a safety car at the moment, but that is a virtual safety car by the look of it. Into the pits. Into the pits comes Kermit. MB Jacobson, Fake Mano. So Fake Mano's going to have to double stack. Is that a mistake by the Red Bull? On go the hard tyres. 3 medium tyre runners stay out. J-Joe, Atmos and Com45. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runners come in for hard tyres to take those tyres to the end. Here we go then. Semtex. On the back of AK, it's Alpine versus Aston Martin. I think we probably have to be within 4/10 on this straight, so he's got a chance. Oh, a little bit too much oversteer though. He's lost a little bit of time, but it looks like AK lost time as well. Here we go then. ERS, DRS. The move is going to get done way before.
Welcome everybody to Moose Day here in Portugal. We have a very elevated track, lots of ups, lots of downs. Same with the driver's highs today, lots of ups and lots of downs. We got a small grid here today. Everyone's enjoying Mother's Day, and we're loading into qualifying right now. How are we doing today? It's just me today, only me. Looks like we've just loaded in qualifying. I think we only have 15 drivers today. I'm not sure that we're gonna get any more. I'll just get our details up and swap over to our whatchamacallit, race scene. If I could find it. How are we doing today? Everyone's spending their day with their moms, or are they racing? Still waiting for our first car to come out. Oh, we have an Alfa Romeo of Bouncy coming out onto track. Haven't done much practice here, so I have little knowledge of the subject. I'm just gonna... What's going on, Bops? Hello, Real Law. Yeah, that was a long second. I was just letting it cool out, you know? Letting us load in. Got Bouncy taking the first lap to the track here. Getting ready for the first flying lap. Yeah, it's questionable. I didn't even realize that we had a race scheduled on Mother's Day till recently, to say the least. But yeah, I'm surprised we're racing on Mother's Day. But you know, let's have some fun. Let's race, and then go hang out with our mothers after. It's going well, Chief. You're not racing today, are ya? Sorry. Bouncy has just started his first lap here. Didn't really notice how he got through the first couple corners, but let's catch him through the next few. Didn't look like the cleanest corner there. We'll stay on board. Got a bit of traffic up ahead. I think that's Homer. You just getting in here late, Walshy? Homer dives out of the way. Of course, more purples for Bouncy as he's the first around. We'll hop over to the Pagoda right after. Looks like he's also on the lap. I'm not sure where drivers are turning on ERS. I should figure that one out for myself. Because it's a kind of a long, flat out sector for ERS. But a 19.8 for Bouncy on his banker lap. Not a bad one. Lots of time to improve, I'm sure. See how Pagoda handouts on himself. My boy Boffs. I didn't know they were on different days. Diego Lego, the fastest time so far, an 18.5, breaking into the 18s. We got Pagoda with a 20. Not what he really wants, but then we have Jay Morrison hopping into the 19s once again. Koge. I had to think about that one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I had to think about that one for a second. Koge coming across the line. P2 for the man in the Mercedes. An 18.8. Let's go down to Homer. See what he's cooking up. He's cooking up a spin right on the final corner. Unfortunate for him, but fortunate. He is right in the pit lane. Is he going to make it back into the pit lane? Yes, he is. Here's our Welshie. I was looking for an Aston Martin, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. I thought you were an Aston Martin driver for a moment. Starting his first lap, NSG. We're up in the number 2 car, and that is invalid. It's a tough one. Bouncy on a flyer, it looks like. Not sure if this is the same set. I think it might be. But he's gone purple sector 1. He's holding it in second. Right on the curbs. Nice looking corner. Couple corners there for Bouncy. It's very tight on that apex. Keeps it valid though. Let's see what kind of time Bouncy's able to produce here. Looks like it could be a good time. 1:16 currently. Gets into the 19s for P3. A mid-19 P3 right now. Just getting Kiss My Axe. By 500s, 600s basically. NSG going for it again. See if he can keep it valid. He does. Keeps it very valid this time. Might have cost him a bit of time, but better safe than sorry. Big lift. Careful not to spin. He's trying to get a lap on the board, I'm sure. Does go purple. NSG is a driver to look out for on putting on pole. Taking a look at the standings right now, we have Knight leading. Don't see him here today. Actually, I don't see a single Alpha Tari driver here today. We had a bit of a mix in colors down here at the bottom. Then we have, of course, Mr. Midnight Killer, only 5 points behind him, sitting in 6th currently in qualifying. And then NSG in 3rd and Kiss My Axe in 4th. With MRK rounding out the top 5 here in Tier 5. NSG putting P3 with an 18.8, very tight with Koge. Ooh, and he gets on the curb and spins it. Luckily no one's around to collect into him. Ugoda starting his lap. Looks like Matt and Striker as well as Homer trying to get a lap on the board as well. Tameable, I believe, is serving a quali ban. He's got to make sure he goes and puts on his setup. He goes for a lap and tires. I'm just gonna message him so he knows that. Pagoda spins it. Alright, that's been dealt with. Homer, where did he jump up? He went P10 with a 21.1. Matt jumping up to P6 with a 19.4. Very tight. Very close from 6th all the way to 4th. And then the top 3 decently close. Top 2 and 3 very tight. Who's on a lap? Don't think Homer's on a lap. No, he's invalidated anyway. Who do we have out here? Koge just started his lap. Coming through turn 3 right now. Or 2, sorry. I guess it's 3. I haven't looked at the track map that much. Speaking of track map, we'll pull that up right before the race start. Purple sector 1 for Koge. What do you mean you're stuck here? Another purple sector. Be looking for the Mercedes driver to stick it on pole here. Looks like a tidy second last corner. Let's see how he holds the long right-hander. Coming to the pit straight, coming to the line. DRS open, and he puts it on pole by a good margin over Diego Lego. Boys have some work to catch up to Ukoge right now. Man's missed a few races, but he is coming out strong here in Portugal. It's good to see. Midnight with a bit of a slower, and he spins it. He's gonna get it out of the way for the McLaren of Striker. MRK sitting in 6th currently. No ERS invalidated. Not going to improve this lap. NSG with a bit of traffic, but he's on no laps, not a big deal. Doesn't look like anyone is currently on a lap. See if Midnight decides to go back around for another lap. We're going to be seeing both the Alpha Alpine, sorry, starting from the back as Michigan Fan just retires to solidify himself down at the back. Michigan Fan going with the strategy of qualifying at the back. And as I say that, let's take a look at our race notes quickly. Starting at the back has become sort of a trend for the successful drivers here, and I will be interested to see if anyone else adapts to that. At Midnight, just obviously not having the best qualifying pace, but great race strategy. He's ended up qualifying at the back quite a bit, but sitting in P2 in our championship, currently only 5 points back of the lead. And then we have Michigan Fan last race pulling what he is this race and just not even setting a time. And I believe he finished P4 in that race, so another great strategy from him. Last week we only had 9 finishers, so I'm sure these drivers are going to be eager to finish the race and score some good points, especially with only 15 drivers being here today. We got to watch out for disqualifications at turn 8 here, and then our drivers to watch: NSG, Diego Lego, and Kiss My Axe. Currently Kiss My Axe sitting in P5, Diego P3, and NSG sitting in P4. What's going on, JTB? Midnight not on a lap. Looks like Pagoda may be on a lap here. Almost looked like he had a basketball helmet for a second there. It's a good helmet with the car, that's for sure. Matches quite nicely. Got yellows in Sector 2. His teammate is spun at Striker up ahead. Hopefully that doesn't interfere. Over the blind hill. Happy to see a car in the middle of the track there. Pagoda seeming to struggle today a bit more than he normally does. Looking good from the last couple corners. It's going to be still a slower time. It's going to be a better one, I think. And he jumps up to P6 at 19.3. Striker struggling. Homer's struggling out there today. Let's see what Midnight's got for us. And he's going to dive into the pits last second. Not sure how much time we still have in yellow sector 1. There we go, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Van Sendit finally coming out of the pits. I take that back. I thought I saw his car come out. Jay Morrison, looks like he's just on a lap. Matt Invalid. It's my act coming around the line to start his final flying lap, I'm sure. Be lucky to get one more in. I don't think it'll be possible, but he might try. I'll see how he does. Traffic out of his way for him nicely. Yeah, I'm not looking too hot either, JTB. I haven't practiced really at all here. I have like a 17.5. These guys are looking quick out here, especially with this 18-1 on pole currently. See what his teammate can say about that pole position currently. Striker left the session. I'll try and get an invite in just a moment. Kiss My Axe coming to the final corner. Onto the pit straight. up the hill, across the line. No improvement on the leaderboard, but does improve by, I think it was 6/10 to P4. Let's get striker there, but oh, excuse me. I guess he's on PC. Come on, connect. That is qualifying over with. Let's see what final times we get across here. Top driver's not going to improve here. It's like Diego has one final shot at this. Guess my axe is not going to be improving. MRK looks like he has a shot at it. It's up a 10th. Jay Morrison's not going to be improving, I don't think. It's just the two Ferrari boys, I think, have a chance at it. Chance to deny the Mercedes driver of Bukoge of I think his first pole position here in MRL. See what Diego can say about it. Gee, let's see what MRK can say about it. He's coming through the final couple corners. This looks like it might be a strong time. I think he's improving, that's for sure. An 18 up to 6th. Let's see his teammate. What can his teammate say about it? Ooh, and he dives into the pits. No improvement there. And that is our qualifying over and done with. Ukoge on pole position. Bouncy P2. NSG P3. Diego P4. Kiss My Axe P5. MRK P6. P7 Matt. Pagoda P8, P9 Jay Morrison, Midnight P10, Homer P11, Striker P12, Michigan Fan 13, Van Send at 14, and 15 Tameable Grain. Let's take a look at our track map here while we wait for everyone to get ready on their race strategy here. A lot of elevation, as we've seen throughout qualifying here. And it's a fun high-speed track, that's for sure. I believe there are 2 or 1 DRS zones, 2 DRS zones, and there are, I believe, 15 corners. Are we ready for this first race? Looks like people are getting ready to go here. A 3/10 lead for pole position, so boys have some work in race pace to catch up to Ukoge and Mercedes. I think this is my first race weekend here in Portugal. Racing. I don't think I've ever raced it, so it'll be interesting to see. I feel like it could be a great track for battling, but like I've said, I've never raced it, so couldn't tell you if that's further from the truth or not. But I think it seems like a good place for racing if the drivers are smart and give each other room. That goes for almost any track, though. We have our classic mechanics out on the pit lane doing the T-pose, as we love to see it. Looks like we're getting ready to go. No giant standoffs like we've had in Tier 1 recently. I mean, you don't want to be the first to press it, right? You don't want to be the guy that readies up. Alrighty, no formation laps still, I believe. Don't see that changing anytime soon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on here in Sunday Moose League Racing. The lights out for Tier 5. Koge getting a slow start. Bouncy jumping straight to the lead here. Looks like we're getting a bit of madness here into turn 1. Ooh, and the Red Bull driver gets tapped in the rear. I believe that was Jay Morrison. And oh my goodness, carnage. We have a Alpine of Tameable Green off. Everyone else looks to be getting away okay. Jay Morrison on the inside of Striker right now. Who's going to be later on the brakes. I think that's Jay Morrison's move. I know he's a bit slow on it, and that's going to allow Striker to get back through. Move up ahead. Bouncy with already a 2-second lead almost. Jay Morrison, or that is Homer that spins it, and Van Sendit decides to join him. You gotta be careful, this Alpine's coming around, and he looks like he made contact with him. Uh-oh. End plate missing. That's gonna be into the pits, I believe, for Tameable. Unfortunate. Just missed out on seeing what the predicted strategy was. Ooh, and Homer off once again. Homer has no damage to that front wing, that's noticeable. Bouncy already with a huge lead out there. Looks like Kiss My Axe has jumped into the pits. He's got damage. Diego very close to NSG up ahead. "33 laps around here. Seems like a long track, but it's quite fast paced, so it's a ooh, Van Sendit speeding in the pit lane. Very unfortunate. Midnight right on the tail of Michigan Fan, it looks like. Off back here. Bit of a 3-car train going, it looks like. Looking to catch up, and Homer spins it again. He is not having a fun day. It's already lap 2, and he's getting closer and closer to being lapped. If he's heading into the pits, it's over for Homer. Looks like he is. Homer can be lapped on lap 2, coming onto lap 3, I think. It's going to be close. Might just get out. Ooh, and the Michigan Fan spins it. Unfortunate for him. Let's see, any other close battles on track. We got Jay Morrison closing down on Matt, and Diego's still hanging on to that rear of NSG. We have the soft to hard, or medium to hard strategies being suggested here today as the race strategies. Jay Morrison still on the tail of Matt. Not much movement here. So far, our biggest winner is Striker up 4 positions. Everyone else pretty much even. Only 3 drivers down. And oh, our pole sitter, I just noticed, is down into 12th. Koge down 11 positions. What an awful race start for him, as it looks like the Aston Martin being lapped by 7th place already. Not a fun day for Homer out here. Looks like Jay Morrison may have a run on the Haas driver. Red Bull versus Haas currently. Jay Morrison getting nice and close, but nothing showing. And he goes a bit deep, it looks like. Might cost him. Diego's still right on the tail of NSG. Ferrari versus Red Bull up into P2. He's got DRS open. Is it going to be enough? DRS is off. He's pulling. He's out alongside of him. Heading into turn 1. And the Ferrari takes the position off the Red Bull driver. But the Red Bull driver right on the gearbox of the Ferrari. Diego fighting to keep P2. His teammate coming up into the background here. His teammate's got to come up. MRK's got to come up and help him. Get some pressure on NSG. In a Ferrari sandwich right now is NSG currently. With Matt into the pits. Not sure what happened to him. Matt and Kiss My Axe swapping positions as he's still in the pits. With yellows, it's the Alfa Romeo of Van Sendet, who is also about to be lapped. Not a good day for these drivers. Already one driver lapped, almost two. And Homer's retired. He's crashed out, and we have a safety car here in Portugal. Let's take a look at what tires everyone's on here. Most drivers on the mediums, 2 hard runners and 2 soft runners. Let's see if anyone decides to dive into the pits. This is gratefully helpful to Van Sendet and Tameable, as they were getting decently close to being lapped, as was Koge, kind of. It's just shocking, our pole sitter almost being lapped on lap 4. Unfortunately, I didn't really see what happened to his race. I saw he got a horrendous launch off the line, and I guess he just got eaten up or made a mistake. Just follow along. We got some nice camera angles here today, I gotta say. Giving us what we want to see. Currently 2 Ferrari powered cars sitting in first and second, with a third and fourth, and 1 in last, rounding it out. Turn 8 is a deadly dagger. It spins you hard. Jake, what is your gamer tag? I don't know which one you are, to be honest with you. A few drivers are just tameable, it looks like, hopping onto the new tires. This can't get any worse than last place already, so we'll be waiting a decent amount of time for him to catch up. Hopefully it doesn't come in before then. And Striker comes into the pits, getting off of those soft tires. I'm sure he's gonna throw on some hards or mediums. Oh, you're home. Yeah, you were having a tough time out there, man. You just have the wrong setup on, or like, seems like you had too high of tire pressures possibly. Still almost a minute back is the last car. A lot of time to catch up here. Lap 6 of 33 already. Wonder how tire temps are on restart, as it's pretty fast track to begin with, so there's not too many slow parts safety car is going to be going, other than it looks like here possibly, and turn 5 I think. Yeah, I can see it was really tough to drive. I'm in the mood set right now. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the standings for Tier 2, but I have, I think, more points in Tier 1, or about the same as Tier 2. So I'm just kind of in the mood here to have some fun when I'm racing. I'm not trying to be competitive and get mad at myself. I'm just here to find some good battles, have some fun. Hope everyone leaves room and allows for a good time. It's at the end of the day, we're playing a video game for fun. but it's competitive as well. You know, you don't want to wreck anyone else's races. That's good to see. I think, was it Hungary? No, Miami. Well, in Hungary, I had some nice wheel-to-wheel racing with Mod, Mr. Head Steward himself. Some fun wheel-to-wheel. Respect on the way of giving room. Was a good time. Miami, I was just kind of running my own race. Did 22 laps on hard tires, decided to hit for softs, and then instantly put it on the wall. Because that sounds about right. Not the 22 old tires you crash out on, the fresh softs you crash out on. That's always how it goes. It looks like we have safety car coming in. See how bouncy gets us underway here. Is he gonna get the jump on Diego? So, Haas driver to actually get back closer to Bouncy. I think he almost had a 2+ second lead after a few laps. Bouncy really looking to have that Red Bull fighting Ferrari, as he's already doing some sort of illegal maneuver there. Don't want to see that one. Looks like Kiss My Ex catches Matt out, and Tameable absolutely flying on that restart. My lord. And he's going to get another. What a move by Tameable on that restart. Midnight trying to fight that one back. Don't think it's going to hang. Gonna have to lift big. Great move by Tameable. Alpine 7 and 8. Ooh! Jay Morrison goes into the back of Bagoda. Unfortunate for him, that's going to be some damage, and he picks up 3 seconds for cutting the corner. Diego taking the lead. Jeez, I missed that one up for you guys. My bad. Diego and NSG both getting past Bouncy here. We got a 3-way scrap for the lead. I got to keep an eye on that one. Bouncy pulling out, trying to go around the outside. Does he have it? He's got it done, it looks like. Bouncy around the outside of NSG. Now he's chasing down the Ferrari to take back that lead he so badly wants. Diego going to be defending for his life, but he's got NSG pressuring Bouncy behind as he makes a bit of a mistake there going wide. And Michigan Fan, looks like he may have spun it. He has. Unfortunate for Michigan Fan. He was doing so well. Diego swerving, trying to not give that slipstream. Koge picking up 3 seconds now. Back up to 8th he is. Looks like Diego goes wide. Bouncy's going down the inside, having a look. He's going to make this one stick. Is he? No, he's not. Ferrari's going to get back in front. The switchback is there. Diego picks up 3 seconds as well. Bouncy, what a move. Still alongside of... and he gets it done. Bouncy back into the lead. NSG looking to hunt that one down. MRK trying to get into that mix. Kiss My Axe right on the tail of Midnight. And send it right on Striker as well. Trying to keep an eye on that battle for the lead. Ooh, Kiss My Axe looking a bit laggy. Jump back up to the front here. DRS enabled. Bouncy's really going to have to start pulling out here. Van Sundet picking up 3 seconds. Not sure what happened to... oh, that's not... I was thinking Tameable was down to 11. Michigan Van. He spun it. Whoa. Big desync from Diego. It's like these top 3 just sticking together. Top 4, pardon me. MRK's right there with them. Diego not really able to help out MRK by backing NSG into him in any part of this track, because one, there's not much places on this track you can back someone up, and two, he's trying to contest for that lead from Bouncy as he's sort of falling off the pace. Same with MRK, both Ferraris not really keeping up with the car ahead currently. Tameable on a charge up into 5th, but he's got Koge right behind him, almost hitting the back of him actually. Is he going for the switchback? No, he's going to hang around on the outside. Now he has the inside line. He's going to elect not to stick his nose in there, which is nice. Now he's got a run on the Alpine. But I think Tameable's going to have the DRS. He does. No DRS for Hokage. We got yellows. The Ferraris! Both Ferraris are out! Oh my goodness! Both Ferraris out! Holy hell. What has gone on there? Diego must have spun it and MRK must have just run into him. Holy moly. What on earth just happened? Looks like both cars are cleared up already. But my goodness. The Ferraris taking each other out here in Portugal after being 2-4. P2 and P4. That is a tough one to swallow, I'm sure, for Mr. Yellow Snowman. Not what he wants to see. Let's take a look at the Tier 5 chat and see if stuff's getting heated between the two. Looks like no information at this time. Mr. MRK and Diego out of this race. Shocking. But our pole sitter currently takes back his lead after a horrendous start. Tires, it looks like he is on 6-lap-old hards. He might have to jump on the softs at the end of this race. I'm not sure if those will make it. Only 12 drivers remain. Everyone's just got to look to finish this race and getting some solid points. Alpine's back into 7 and 8 once again, and we have a Mercedes 1-3 currently. A bunch of drivers onto fresh hards. I think those might be able to make it to the end. They might be a bit shocked, but we'll see with safety cars and whatnot. Be interesting to see what happens there. Only one medium runner right now, Van Sendit. Not sure if he'll hop into the pits or not. Bouncy gonna have to get through 3 cars before he has any chance in contesting. The 7-lap-olds might make it, but we'll see. I'm not sure how Dag is here. I have not a clue. We'll follow on board with Bouncy on this restart when we get back under racing conditions. The fresh tires. The start of the fresh tire field. And Owen looking to take home this race win. excuse me while I have some more of my breakfast here at the granola bar. Looks like we have safety car in this lap, and Georgester says, Vega's high here. I will be interesting to see. Bouncy picking up 5 seconds for hitting the back of Striker. Does he have damage? Doesn't look like it, but that's 5 seconds that he does not have to afford. And it looks like Striker's car is just desynced, so he's going to be frustrated on that one. Please, letting Bouncy go by, letting a bunch of cars go by. I'm gonna stick back here because I'm not sure what this madness is all about. I think Striker's got to get past Bouncy and he might get a penalty here. Sure. Striker gets pushed off track, and it looks like we have more carnage at the back here. Tameable and Jay Morrison being collected. Not fun for him. Michigan fan sort of being eaten up here. Not sure what's going on there. Lots of penalties. Biggest one being 5 seconds to Bouncy. Koge already a nice lead out front. And as his teammate hunts down, driver hunting him down. Kiss My Axe hunting down Midnight. Mercedes versus Haas. And send it right on the tail of Pagoda. Yeah, it really is turn 1 KS. I feel like turns like turn 1 here, it's such a swinging corner. People like think they can dive bomb it, but you really can't because it's a swinging corner. Once you hit the braking zone, you're already turning in, so it's like if you're making a later move, it's death for the both of you. If you're not smart about it, at least. Oh my, what is going on there? 2 more cars going off. We have Jay Morrison fighting with the Alpine. The Alpine putting a move on the Alfa Romeo. Got more movement. He dropped down to 6th there. I didn't see what happened to him. Must have had a moment. He and NSG now fighting. They are equal pegging on tires. Be interesting to see if Bouncy tries to stick it out to the end so he can see if he can get the 5 seconds removed or not. Matt picking up 3 seconds now. That's the second one of the race. Looks like Kiss My Axe is getting very tight to Midnight here. Should be able to get something done. No DRS active yet. See that rear wing still closed, burning a ton of DRS. Not quite close enough into turn 1. Turn 3 possibly though. Not quite. Into the second DRS zone. He's got DRS this time. Gonna pull out. No, he's not. He's gonna stick behind him once more. Switchback. Ooh! The switchback was on, but Midnight lost it. Unfortunate for Kiss My Axe. And he picks up 5 seconds for the collision with Midnight. That one will be removed 100% if he does not. If he does not pit again, but he lets Midnight back through. I wonder if that's just sportsmanship or what, but Midnight looked like he had spun on his own 2 or 4 wheels, if you want to call it that way. Ooh, and cuts the corner badly. Bouncy right on the tail of NSG still. These two gonna have to work together at some point to try and... Ooh, Bouncy Team Canada sign. Says no to that sponsorship deal. Apparently does not like it. These two drivers are gonna have to start working together to get through this field, as they're both fighting for the race win, but they don't want to hold each other up in the midfield to hurt that chance at the win for one of the two. You think, is my access damage? Yeah, he's probably like light yellow. But I gave Hoge a 10-second lead currently. It's absolutely in La La Land, just singing to himself currently. Looks like the two Alpines swapping positions. Michigan Fan up into 10th, Cannonball out of points in 11th. Got a bit of a train here as Jay Morrison spins off, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, our top 4 all with massive penalties, except for, I guess, first with only 3, but 5, 6, and 5 for the top 4 penalties. Van Sendet really trying to get past the McLaren. Ooh, he had a moment, and now Michigan fans along the inside. See if he can hold him off. Both gonna have DRS and his teammates behind him. Gonna hopefully help pressurize. I don't think that's gonna help too much though, as Van Sendet absolutely breezes past Michigan Fan, but he spins it, and that's contact between Michigan Fan and Van Sendet. It looked like Van Sendet may have spun on his own, but that could have been the cause of a tap from the rear of the Michigan Fan. Didn't quite see from that angle if he did make contact originally with them. Definitely did afterwards, that's for sure. And we have a fairly spread field here, other than Bouncy putting on the pressure to Matt. Lap 18 of 33. This is a longer race. DRS here for Bouncy, not for Matt, but I think he's too far back to be able to do anything here in turn 1. Also has no ERS. And he picks up 3 seconds. Didn't even look like he got across the line. May have made a slight bump Matt there as well. He's getting restless now. He's got DRS, no ERS, using whatever he has, so he's gonna send a bit of a frustrated move on to Matt. Ends up being quite clean. Matt gives him the room. Still going wheel to wheel though. See how this one turns out. Matt takes back the position. Bouncy gonna fight it back, I think, once more. Ooh, he tries to go around the outside, hits the back of Matt. Now he down the inside. More contact from the two drivers. Bouncy looks like he got squirmy there for a second. NSG now into the mix. DRS open, Matt swerving over. 0 ERS for Bouncy. Down the hill into turn 1 we go. He's got the inside run. Bouncy down the inside. He's gonna make it stick. More contact, pushes Matt off. Now NSG getting into the mix. Those two bumping wheels. He's gonna have the DRS and Matt's gonna be double overtaken, I think. Yes, he is. Is he fighting it back? He does not fight it back. I gotta chase down Bouncy now. Bit of contact, not the cleanest between those three there, but giving us some action none the least. Not much to see on track currently. Matt and NSG are in the battle still. Actually, Michigan fan getting very tight to Van Sendit. And they also getting dangerously close to being lapped. So they're coming through turn 3 and 4 as our leader is coming through turn 1 as of now. Ooh, as I say that, our leader spins it. That's going to allow Bouncy to pick up a tremendous amount of time. So NSG also gets past Matt. Looks like Kiss My Axe is also spun, or he's into the pit, he just doesn't say it. A lot of time picked up on our leader there. Not enough to make it a close fight, but enough. Enough to give them a glimmer of hope. Especially with a 5-second having to be served by Bouncy. Anyone else play tennis here? Played tennis yesterday? My forearm is absolutely buckled. Just so sore. Looks like Van Sendit getting past the Michigan fan. Tameable getting close to the McLaren driver at Pagoda. Schweppes versus Hanju. Team principals. Looks like the Alpine has a run. Tameable up into 6th with DRS as well. Not going to be able to fight that one back. Is Pagoda. Let's have a look around. Still no battles really on track. Everyone pretty spaced out here. So we have 10 more laps to go, 11 more laps to go. I'm sure we'll start to see some pits. People jumping into the pits here up at the front at some point soon. We have 21 lap old hard tires for Mr. Midnight. There's no way he can take those much longer. He's really hoping for a safety car, I'm assuming. Although I don't think he would drop farther than 8th if he were to pit. I think he would be like 9th or 8th if he pit, so it's not too bad. And we'd have some nice tires to chase everyone down. Michigan fan and Ben Sendit as Michigan fan spins. Ooh, as I say that, what's going on up here? There's a ton of movement. I don't know what happened there. Did Matt? Matt may have spun it. Only a 5-second lead now for who caught. Okay. Jeez. Had a moment there. A bit of a qualifying gapping here, except these two still decently tight. DRS open for McLaren. It's not anywhere close enough though to be able to make a move. Although he's pulling a ton on the Alpine. Somewhat in the wall land right now. No drivers are that close. I guess now would be a good time to say, please feel free to drop a like, help us out there, subscribe, help us grow our channel, grow our community. Much appreciated. I believe we have midnight possibly on comms for tier 3 or tier 4, sorry. Make sure you guys check that out after this race. Let me double check that one for you guys. It's actually on that. Matt picking up another 3 seconds, and he's getting actually very close to go to excellent. Good, may have had a moment. I actually have no clue who's doing tier 4. Been a bit of a three-way battle now. I think some drivers just hopped onto the mediums. Midnight 25 lap old hards currently. Are these things gonna just explode on him any moment or what? Matt off track. It's alright though, he's got lots of time to get back on that position. Guess my axe may have a run. Still looking for something. Right on the gearbox to that McLaren. Mercedes power versus Mercedes power. We might have to switch back. He's got the line. Bit of a lift, making sure not to spin. Now that's something I need to figure out. I don't know where to lift with the tire dig. Ooh, Goda just absolutely flying that past. It's like Jay Morrison also. Midnight finally hits onto the soft tire. Those should be fine making it to the end. That's my axe now. Making a move down the inside. Is he gonna hold it? Looks like he's got the room. He's got it done. There's my axe holding down B5. These two jockeying for position. And I'm sure now we're gonna start seeing this time tumbling for Bouncy chasing down Koge as 15 lap old tires versus 21 lap old tires should be an extreme difference as he's actually gaining time on Bouncy. Is Bouncy in tickets? No. His teammate is though. We have yellow sector 1. There's Bouncy! Bouncy has spun it. Gives SGP2. These drivers have a lot of time they gotta work on here. Only a few laps to go to chase down Koge on 22 lap old hard tires. What a drive he has put on here. After starting on pole, dropping it all the way to last almost on lap 2 and getting close to being lapped on lap 4. More yellow sector 1. That's Vincent at this time. Kiss my axe very close to tameable. These two need to keep it clean. They're scoring good points wherever they finish. 1 and 2 more yellows. It's that Striker and Tameable has lost it. As I say, they just gotta hold position and keep it clean. They spin. Make contact, something happened there. Jay Morrison hunting down 9th place for extra point. See who currently has the fastest lap. It is Kiss My Axe with the 21-1. Last look at tires. Striker old tires and Koge on 0.3 lap old hards. Those are going to be interesting in a moment. I wonder if they're going to explode on him. Surely he's got to hop onto softs. Like, I guess he's no. He's got to push it at this point. Just take it easy and push it to the end. As Jay Morrison trying to pull out based on Striker. He's going to have DRS. Not using the slipstream. Don't think he'll need it. Starting to breeze past Striker. Deep into turn 1. Striker not too worried about it as he's got 6 seconds ahead of him. And he knows he'll get that one back. The Michigan fan trying to hunt down for that last point. Bouncy picking up another 3 seconds. He's on 11 seconds. 5 of them are questionable though, if they'll count or not. Looks like we've dropped 2 seconds in the last couple laps here in the lead. See if that trend keeps on. That rate, last lap, they'll be decently close, but it doesn't look like that rate's keeping up. Looks like they're hanging around the same position. Midnight Shirley can easily pick off this hard runner. These fresher softs. Midnight gonna absolutely pushing his all. Also probably gonna be grabbing fastest lap at some point in the next couple laps, I'm sure. Currently about a 10th off fastest lap. Our position from first not really dropping at all. Midnight isn't close enough, I don't know. It's pretty far back. I don't think it's going to be enough this time around. Unless he's going for, looks like almost a switchback. Stick it on the inside. Gives him the room. Good racing from those two. Not going to be able to hold on, fight that one back. Could be the last push for Midnight here. He really needs to get past Tameable. It's a lot of work to catch up to Matt. Yeah, he's definitely close to being punctured. He's on 26 lap old hards. Like, that is nuts. Sure, he's taking it as easy as he possibly can. Still only 6 seconds gap to second. Not much improvement there. Maybe a few tenths in the last lap, but he's holding his ground on those 26 lap old hards compared to these like 17, 18 lap old hards. Matt, right on the tail of Bugatti, he pulls out. He's gonna back out of that one. Smart move. Smart decision. Midnight painfully still stuck behind this Alpine's gearbox. He's gonna have something to say about it this time around. They make contact. They keep it together. Midnight locking up. Tameable going very wide. That's gonna hurt him. I might give Midnight his opportunity to get through. Tameable's just gonna be smart about it. Midnight's just got 3 seconds. I'm not sure that he can pull 3 seconds in one lap, but Tameable doesn't even think he can get past him, as he's absolutely defending for his life here. A great way, I gotta say, for the most part. Ooh, and there goes Midnight around. Midnight, no. His teammate now, though, right on the tail of the McLaren, but he's got 12 seconds in penalties, the highest of the day. As we head to our final lap here, as Koge crosses the line. Matt pulling out. The gap actually is dropping quite a lot right now. Only a second and a half, and NSG is in that window for the win. We're gonna stick on board with this. Watch the gap. Watch the tires. See if he gets a puncture or not. Last lap. He's got a 1.5 buffer here, coming out of the final corner. It's gonna be very tight, but it looks like Koge is gonna cross the line and win here in Portugal Tier 5. NSG just missing out on that by a 1.5 seconds. Bouncy third. Kiss My Axe looking to come across the line. P4 should be done easy. Matt gonna drop back quite a few positions, I think. Tameable able to hang on to P7 with a good defense behind Midnight. A bit of contact, but not too bad. Just take a look at this, guys. Take a look at that. 28 laps. See where Matt drops back to. There's a good, solid amount of penalties, so this Tameable gonna be able to get him. It's gonna be close. He gets him. That should be Matt P7. Yeah, Matt P7. Midnight P8. Jay Morrison P9. Michigan fan gonna come home, collect the final points of the day. P10 and Striker, unfortunately, wrapping up at P11, the only person not to score points but to finish the race here in Portugal. It's a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow. But also 27 lap hole tires for Striker. Well done there. Jay Morrison 25, Pagoda 23, and 28 for our winner. Wow. Incredible stuff from those guys. Ugh. Take a final rundown here. Goge, our winner here in Tier 5, NSG P2, Bouncy P3, Kiss My Axe P4, Pagoda P5, Tameable P6, Matt P7, P8 Midnight, P9 Jay Morrison, Michigan Fan P10, Striker P11. Our DNFs, MRK and Diego, taking each other out, the two Ferraris, I believe. Homer P14 and Van Zandt at P15. Thank you all so much for coming to join me today. Hope you guys tune in, have some fun with your mothers with Tier 4, and good luck if you're racing later today. See you guys soon.